James and John, the sons of Zebedee, were two of the first apostles Jesus called into service. Jesus refers to the brothers as the sons of thunder, Mark 3:17, possibly on account of their overzealous nature. In Luke chapter 9, they ask Jesus if they should call down lightning to destroy a village that refuses to welcome him, earning the Savior's rebuke. In Mark chapter 10, we read the story about these brothers, James and John, asking Jesus if he would allow them to sit at his right and left hand in heaven. Jesus' answer seems like a gentle sort of reality check. And in spite of Jesus previously telling the disciples what awaited him, they failed to truly grasp the question he asked them back. Can you drink from the cup I'm going to drink? The brothers answered in hearty agreement, Sure. Luke 14 records one of Jesus' teachings that is profoundly relevant to the brothers' request. In verse 8 of that chapter, Jesus teaches, When you are invited to a wedding banquet, do not sit in the place of honor, in case someone more distinguished than you has been invited. Imagine how embarrassing that situation would be. You are singled out in front of all the other guests and told that you're not important enough to be sitting where you are. Move down a ways, give up your seat for someone more important. Instead, Jesus tells us to take the lowest place. So when you're asked to move up, you'll be honored in the sight of all those in attendance. Well, guess what? Jesus told the brothers. You will drink from the cup I drink, but what you're asking for isn't mine to give. After this harsh dose of reality, Jesus takes time to describe a blueprint for leadership that probably blew the disciples' minds like it blows my mind to this day. Something that flies in the face of secular wisdom. Here's what Jesus said. We aren't like the people in this world that wield power like a weapon. Whoever wants to become great must be your servant. Whoever wants to be first must be your slave. That's the key to wise and sustainable rule. The wise ruler has a responsibility to those he is over and does not see himself as greater, but as a steward. The world maintains a view of leadership that is much like that of John and James, the prestige of being seated in the place of honor. But Jesus teaches us a better way. Once they get to Jerusalem and are seated in the upper room during the Last Supper, Jesus actually demonstrates this lesson in an example of absolute humility. As his students gather together around the table on the night before he is to be taken before the Sanhedrin and Pontius Pilate, he performs the duty of a slave for all 12 of his disciples, even the one that he knew would go on to betray him and turn him over to his enemies. That's so powerful. Jesus gets down on his hands and knees and he washes their feet. The King of all eternity, the Word become flesh. The Son of God has seated himself in the lowest seat for our sakes. Do we leave him there, or do we ask him to move up to the place of honor in our lives in a way that all those in attendance can see?